Well, we're back at Truman Lake with Mark Huey's and Mark Huey's Guide Service, and we are, as he says, up the creek with the bobber. We're deep into the fall. It's finally cooled down here in Missouri. When do you start traveling up the creek?
Usually once the water gets down in the mid to low 50s.
Okay.
Usually it's around the 1st of November. But it's, with our weather anymore, it's kind of up in the air. It used to be around the middle of October, but they don't ever seem to start that early anymore. And these fish are up here all the time. You can come up here and dip them, but this bobber bite, in the fall, these fish will come to, as the water gets colder, they'll come up to the surface and they get really aggressive. And it's a lot of fun to come up here and fish them under a bobber, and you can catch a lot of fish really quick.
Is this a fall bite as well?
What's that?
Oh, or I'm sorry, we're in the fall, spring. I mean, is this something you'll do in the spring as long as the water's around that 50-degree temp, or is this?
No, this'll last. This'll usually last up here like this until it freezes, which, this shallow water usually freezes first.
Yeah, you said we're about 10 foot in the channel.
Yeah. And but then I don't usually come up here in the spring, just for the simple fact of spring rains and stuff. If you get a big rain and you get current coming down this creek, these fish will quit biting. The crappie don't like the current.
Mark, who taught you this method? Was this a self-taught deal? Did you got your dad, or?
When we came down here in the early 90s, we got into this time of year, and I just happened to be talking to a guy, and he said, go up the creek. And it was kind of one of them deals. I was like, well, where? He goes, just go till you see all the boats. You'll know you're there. And he wasn't wrong. It gets, certain times of the year, it gets pretty busy. The people have learned that this fall bite is a really good time to catch crappie.
I mean, the perfect time. I mean, holidays coming up. Yeah, there's always the go-to meals, but I mean, I get together with other family members, not on Thanksgiving, and a fish fry would be, perfect.
Yeah, and with our seasons anymore, it's still it's cooled down enough to get the water cooled down, but it's still pretty pleasant out fishing.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
And the nice thing about this, you get on these, and these fish will be in big bunches. So, it's not fish hundreds and hundreds of yards of bank for one here, one there. I mean, you get on a cluster of them, and a lot of times you can set in one spot and catch, 5 to 10 fish off of one stump.
So don't just move away if you find them. Hit that area for a minute until
fish it quite a bit
until they're gone. There we go. Mark has got one there. Should be an eater. Go right back at that stump he was at. And we're in mid to late November. It was 40 degrees this morning. We got a high of 59. Some good fog coming in here. Mark, you're just sharing a story. A customer of ours that bought a boat from us called you and booked 3 trips at once. Tell me a little bit about that. He He's trying to learn the techniques and
Yeah,
patterns.
he wants to learn the different methods and patterns that these fish go throughout the year. So we're going to do some fall bobber fishing here in the next week or two, and then with him, and got a spider rigging trip set up for this spring, and then we're going to do. He's got a spawn trip planned. Come out and see what they do in the spring. Get his boat that he bought at Sportsman's. Figure out how he wants to get it set up for sure, and come out and see what equipment we use to do this stuff every day.
That's just smart. Like, if you're setting up a new boat, electronics are so expensive, and unless you've used a certain brand and know what you like, going out with somebody with some, I mean, you have Humminbird here, Garmin up front. We're not even using them today. We're just old school fishing. But I mean, have you used Lowrance too?
Uh-huh.
So I mean, you got experience with everything, and being able to show the different settings and benefits of one versus the other. They're all great. Everybody makes a great product, but people have preferences.
Huckabee Prime 8s. Got some B&M poles in here, B&M reels. This one's got a Fluger President on it. 10-pound vicious line, and just a jig, slot limit paddle tail, and a bobber. Strike indicator.
Is the bobber?
Yeah.
Is that a sponsor or just a brand
No.
you like?
No, what people call him. I got a buddy that always called him strike indicator. He never called him a bobber or a cork.
Strike indicator.
Strike indicator.
That is a killer bobber brand name. They should definitely like look into that. You know, if you started a bobber brand. So just simple setup, about 18 inches. I got mine a little deeper. I'm gonna try a little deeper. Bobber or strike indicator, as Mark put it. These slot limit baits. These are what color would you call that?
That's slot limit gray.
Slot limit gray. Got some red flake in it. Little paddle tail. One of the smart sponsors.
And crappie.
You could do this with really. We saw a guy launching a kayak. We idled. We didn't like run real far, real fast. I mean, there's a lot of stumps back here. You could do this with really any boat. You could walk the bank and do this really.
Oh yeah, long pole. There's guys that do this with a 18-foot long pole. You know, bobber, 18 inches above a jig, and just kind of go down these banks and dip it in around each one of them. And
oh, that's a hog. Stay on, baby. When I said hog, I meant like 10 inches.
Good eater. See, you got that old bass fisherman.
Yeah, did you like that? Yeah, I was getting.
I watched some videos yesterday.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't know why they all squat when they start reeling.
Man, them suckers will pull you in.
I guess you gotta brace yourself.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I never even noticed I did that, but I do. Like when I get it, it's like I'm getting stable. Is this your favorite way to catch crappie?
I love fishing a bobber.
Does it just take you back to when you were a kid, or what do you like about it?
I just like it because it's fun, it's fast, and anybody can do this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a, up, down, left, right, live scoping.
I mean, these aren't even that big jig heads. What size are we here on these jig heads?
16th ounce jig head, and that's like an 1.5 inch paddle tail.
Simple. No minnows. I mean, this jig is, I haven't switched out jigs yet. They're not tearing them up.
No, this time of year, it's awful nice not to have to reach into a minnow bucket.
Yeah, well, yeah. Keep your hand a little warmer in the gloves. Well, I ended it with the snag, and Mark ended with the final fish. We just did our 2-man limit there for the crappie. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe,